Welcome to the app tutorial. This app can be used on the iPad or a Mac or Windows desktop or laptop computer. Today we are demonstrating the app on the desktop so that you can follow along with the mouse. First, from the home page, you can navigate to all segments of the app. You will see that you can view styles, textiles and trims, the price list, wood, metal, stone and nails, the design board, the setup screen, and a new window. Down on the bottom, if you'd like, you can visit our most recent market presentation. Here we have our contacts, which is a list of the sales reps for the company, and then here is a link to the company's website. But let's start off with the setup screen this morning. We click on setup, and here is a list. Here is where you enter in your company's information: company name, your email address, and your cell number. Also, the app has the capability of private labeling. If you do not wish to use the company's name and you would like to use your own name, you can do so here. You can even put in a logo, and if you decide you're going to do this, you can click on this yes box, come back to home, and you will see that it is showing up here on the screen. If you change your mind and you want to go back, you just uncheck it, and then you're back here with the company's name and logo. So we're going to go to the next section, which is styles, and here we can view all of the images of all of our styles in alphabetical order. But you have the capability of searching two different ways. If you know the style that you're looking for, you can click on it, and if you decide that you'd like to search by category and see all of our, say, beds, you can click on that, and here is all of our beds. So we are going to go back now to all of the thumbnails. We're going to click show all, and here's what we're going to do now. If you want to see a larger image, you can either click on the image itself or you can click the photo button. Here you can copy the image to the clipboard for use in another application if you're using the desktop or laptop computer. Then we can come back to the thumbnail, and here's how we do that. From here, we can click on schematic if we'd like to see the schematic of this particular style, and this shows the schematic, and you have the capability of emailing the schematic or going back to photos or going back to the thumbnails. And here we have the same situation but with the price list. This is the suggested retail price list. And now we're going to come back to the thumbnails, and I wanted to show you this gray bar here. This is essentially creating a catalog for your customer. This is essentially going to create a catalog that you would like to show your customer. And there's a few different ways of doing this, and we're going to start with the presentation version. Let's say your client says, I'm interested in a bed and I'm interested in a ottoman. So what we're going to do is, let's just say we are going to show her, first we'll click on beds, pick out a couple of beds, and let's say we want to show this bed and show this bed, and you'll notice that I'm putting in the order of how I want to show them to my client. And now we'll come over to ottomans, and we will essentially do the same thing, and we'll do, say, this ottoman and this ottoman. Then we'll come here and we will show the presentation, and these are the items that you selected in the order that you selected them. And the reason for that is if you want to make a presentation to your customer of a sofa and a chair, actually, I'm going to clear this out. Okay. So now let's just say your client says, I am interested in a sofa and a chair. And what you're going to do is you're going to come over here to our sofas, and you're going to select, let's just say we're going to select this Antonio sofa. So I'm going to put the number 1 in there. And let's just say I want to show a chair with that, Antonio, and let's say we want to go ahead and use this guy. So I'm going to put like 1.1, it could be 1.2, 1.5, and you'll see why in just a little bit. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to pick out another sofa, and actually you can pick all of the sofas at the same time and then whatever the chairs are. But let's just give her the opportunity to take this one. I'm going to call this one number 3. And then we're going to go find a chair that we would like to show with it. And let's just say we're going to do this one and we'll call this 3.1. Now, if you click on the show button, you will see that they are showing the items in the order that you selected. And the reason for this is that you want this chair to be shown with this sofa so they are in the proper order. So you don't just show all of the sofas and then all of the chairs. So by numbering this 1, 1.1, 1.2, 1.52, anything in the next rotation would get you this configuration here. So now I'm going to create, well, let's say now your customer comes in and you're going to show this to her. So she's going to look at this and say, you know what, I really like this one and I really like this one. I'm not too crazy about the others. So what she has selected, and I'm going to put a little check mark in here, and because what we're going to actually do now is create a catalog. And so I've checked those, still left the other checked. It doesn't really matter if you uncheck them or not, but we're going to click on the catalog portion, and now we are going to click show, and now it's just these 2 items. Then we are going to email her these photos, and you will see them right here, and we will fill out the information and send them off, and it creates a little catalog for her to show anybody that she wants to show. And from here you can also email the schematics by clicking here and clicking email schematics. Same thing with the price list if you choose to do so. If you choose that you like to print the photos, you can click on the print photo button, and here we can view it in a PDF and you'll see it here. So now what we're going to do is we are going to create go to the next segment and look at textiles and trims. So I'm clicking that button and we're going to go to the fabric photos. Now this is showing all of our fabrics in the line in alphabetical order again. However, if you know the pattern that you are looking for, you can come down here, you can type it in, and here is Encore. These are all of the colors that are available in Encore. It also shows the body grade as well as the pillow grade. However, if you don't know what you're looking for, then what we can do is we can come over here and we can click, say we're looking for aqua teal fabrics. So I'll click here, and these are all of the aqua and teal fabrics in the line. But say you wanted to narrow it down a little bit more, and we're going to come over here to type, and let's say you wanted a chenille. So now we have our aqua teal chenilles. And if you want to take it a little bit more and say you want contemporary designs on your aqua teal chenille patterns, then here's what you have, and these are the ones that are in our line. And of course you can clear and start all over, or you can just uncheck. And from here we're going to say, well, let's just say that the customer wants to use, well, we can do the same thing that we had. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we're going to create a catalog of fabrics, and let's say that we would like to show our customer or create a catalog of these 3 fabrics. So we can email them again by selecting that, or we can print the catalog like we did before if you'd like to give her a hard copy to take back with her. Okay, and the other thing that we can do is we can also request cuttings from the factory. So we can click on request cuttings and we can type in wherever you want it to go, whether it's going to go directly to your client's home or whether it's going to go to your store or you. whatever. You can just type it in and little note, please send 2 cuttings of each. And then we come here, and then the cutting request is automatically created, and it's going to the right person at the company, and you just go ahead and click the button and away it goes. So that's how we can request cuttings. Now what we're going to do is we are going to go to other segments of the app. We're going to go to wood, metals, stone, and nails, and this is basically done the same way as the styles. If we come to wood finishes, here are a list showing all of our wood finishes, and you can select by color group if you'd like. You can select by finish name if you like, or you can show everything and scroll down. And we can create that catalog again that we did before, and we can email it to the client. And then we can also print the catalog as well, like we've done in the past as well. And from this, you can also do the same thing with metal finishes, stone finishes, and nail trim. Now we're going to go to the design board creation. The design board is basically what you're seeing here. Here you will have an image of the item, as well as fabrics as well as trim possibilities, your wood finish, your nails, your metals, your stones, notes, so forth and so on. And you'll notice that from the setup screen, here is the information that we originally typed with your name, your cell phone number, and your email address as well. But you can type in the date, the client's name, the room that it's for, so forth and so on. So there's many different ways to put this design board together. You can do it. You can go back to styles, for example, and if this is the sofa that you want to put on the design board, now you can come to view design board, and this is the sofa that we put there. The other way of doing it would be to well, let me clear this and I'll show you. We'll clear everything, and then we will come back again and we will click in the area where the item is supposed to go. So we'll click in here, it takes you right to the styles, and let's just make it easy. Let's just say we want to put the Adele in the design board. So here's the Adele sofa. And now let's just say we want to go to fabrics to select our fabrics. So we can come here and we can go to show catalog if you want. We can come here to the fabrics and we can select the fabrics that we want, and we can use up to 4. And let's just say this is going to be the body fabric. So we select location 1 for the design board for the body fabric, and we'll come and view it, and here it is. Then we want to do we'll do a different correlate pillow. So we will click here, and this time we're going to pick this fabric and we will make this number 2 because it's going in the second location. We'll view the design board, and here we have the fabric that we just selected. And let's just say that we want to put a fringe on this, a bullion on this, and we're going to click here and we will select the bullion and we will select location number 1. And we will, just to show you, come back, and now we want to trim on this pillow, and let's just say we want to use this in location number 2. We'll view the design board, and here's your group that you're going to make a presentation. Now let's say these are nails and we wanted to put some nails on here. Whoops, this is wood. You can select your wood finishes. However, this particular style doesn't take wood. But we're coming back to nails, and we will select let's select this one and view the design board, and here you have a completed design board for this client. Now at this point you can either email the design board or you can choose to print it out as well. So whatever you choose. Okay, that is basically the app. Now the other items here, as I said, no. Okay. And that concludes the presentation of the App tutorial.